going on YouTube? Jimmy World here. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Back with some more MLB 17. Haven't done a franchise challenge in a little while, but I thought it was as good as time of ever. If you guys want to see more challenges, of course, just subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Let me know down in the comment section below what other challenges you guys want to see. But today, like I said, we've got a very special one because today we are going to discuss what everyone seems to be discussing right now. Japanese player, I do believe his name is Ohtani Shohei, or Shohei Ohtani, however you want to pronounce it. Last season, he played on the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters in Japan in the Pacific League. I don't even know where to begin with this kid. He's 23. He's already faced some MLB competition, another competition. Played against the MLB All-Star a couple years ago. Also, I believe WBC. I believe he throws like 103 and has a 94-mile-an-hour slider. On top of the fact that he absolutely hits tanks. It's no surprise that they are calling this kid the Japanese Babe Ruth. The kid can just do it all. Now, it's not certain where he's going to end up yet, but I do think, of course, he may end up in one of the big teams. New York is still very much a possibility. One, he wants a lot of money, but he also has another demand that is not seen very often. He wants to swing the bat as well as pitch. It's already been said that the Yankees are looking to accommodate that, give him some DH opportunities, as well as some outfield opportunities. So I thought, why not do two simulations on the Yankees? Why not see if Ohtani can help win a championship or help push the Yankees to that plateau? One season as him as a position player and one season as him as a pitcher. Now, really quickly, I just took this one, this Shohei Ohtani version off the vault. This is what he looks like. He's again, he's only, I believe he's 23 now. Four-seam slider, fork, curveball. Velocity's at 99. You know, maybe those stats could be hit or miss. We don't really know that much about him yet. We haven't seen him in the MLB. But if this card is in MLB 18, wow. This is kind of what his stats look like. On offense, 67, 75, 80, 72, not very high vision, clutch is pretty high, decent speed, decent arm, but not a very good defender. So like I said, they are looking to see maybe if he's in the American League, get him some DH opportunities. Alright, so I actually just got kind of thrown into the game, but we're going to do a little pitching with Ohtani Shohei and see how he looks. I don't know why I came in with a runner on, but we're already not doing a good job holding on the runner. And he just absolutely stole my underwear. On top of the fact that it is a spring training game and he actually pitched yesterday. But there's the first out for Ohtani. Now, I do hope that in next MLB, when you got a guy with max velo, his max velo isn't 100. There are a couple guys in the major league right now, especially with the juice balls, who are throwing 101, 102. Even 104, I believe, and I think Ohtani has maxed out at 103. So it'll be interesting to see in MLBs to come. All right, but there we're gonna get our second out with Ohtani. Again, I came in with the runner on, so let's see if we can get out of this jam. Work the off-speed pitches and that ridiculous fastball. But actually, I was watching some highlights of this guy. His curveball slider. The break on those pitches and the amount of batters who just walk away shaking their heads, it's like it's nearly Clayton Kershaw discuss with way more velocity. I don't know if that explains it very well, but that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to with this guy when he's coming into the major leagues. Of course, if he is a Yankee, because if he's not a Yankee, I don't want to face this. I don't want my team facing this guy. Hopefully, he'll be in the National League. Yankees win a World Series and don't even have to see this guy very much. Alright, but I've already worked myself into a little bit of trouble. I did notice 92-mile-an-hour slider. Pretty accurate from this guy. I have noticed the control is low, so that will be kind of a huge test for him in the major league. A completely different and much tougher league. Nothing away from Japanese baseball, but that's just the case. Alright, but here I am actually with Ohtani. Gonna go ahead and take an at-bat with them. Like I said, one thing I've noticed, and I trust the guys in the vault normally, his control and his velocity are very low. Let me rephrase that. His control and his vision are both very low. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sim through to about the All-Star break, see where Ohtani's at, and then we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and simulate that.
Through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon turn us to thousands, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and
Alright, so we went ahead and we made it all the way to the All-Star break, and we ended up with a 48-40 record. It's not too bad. We didn't have a single player make the All-Star team, and what's worse is it's what's typical of the AL East. It's all kind of right there at the moment. 57-33 Red Sox. We're 8 games behind, and we're in 4th. Blue Jays in 3rd, Orioles in 2nd, Rays are in 5th, and even they are not completely out of it. Gonna go ahead and see if we got anyone on this league leaders. We don't have anyone. Batting average, Starling Castro. Let's check the home run leader, see if we got anything there in the top 30 maybe. No, you know what, let's just go ahead and look at the pitchers. In wins, Masahiro is tied for 3rd. Ohtani is on a hot streak. He's 8-2, 110 strikeouts. Only 24 walks, which I thought was going to be a concern. 3.15 ERA, 1.16. Pretty good numbers. 9.37 strikeouts per 9. 2.04 walks per 9 and 2.7 WAR halfway through the year. That's not too bad for the rookie. Young. Overall went up to a 91. I think it was at an 89. Him being on fire probably boosted him up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, he's only got 2 losses, so he's tied for 3rd. ERA, he had a 3-point-something. 24th in ERA is not too bad. Actually, I want to see pitching WAR. Pineda is 2nd. Ohtani is 7th with 2.7. Ivan Nova having a ridiculous year for the Orioles with a 3.14 or 3.4 ERA. But other than that, let's go ahead and finish the season, see where the Yankees end up, and see if we actually can make the playoffs with Ohtani. Alright, so there it is. Unfortunately, we ended up 84 wins, and we didn't make the playoffs with the Yankees as Ohtani in our rotation being our ace. Let's go ahead and stop. I clicked stop simulating, I thought, but it didn't. Just want to look at some of the awards. Rookie of the Year. Ohtani wins the Rookie of the Year. Would not be surprised if that was something that actually happened. We also had 2 award Gold Glovers. Gary Sanchez, Gold Glover. Brett Gardner. Okay, not bad. Let's just check out some of these award winners. Kendricks won the American League MVP. The postseason. That's not the postseason. That's the American League MVP as a DH. Chris Bryant won it in the NL. That hasn't happened yet. Max Scherzer and Mike Trout. Cy Young goes to Max Scherzer and Chris Sale. Batting title, Steve Pearce, Charlie Blackmon. Not going to go through all of these, but there it is. Ohtani wins Rookie of the Year. Hunter Renfroe in the National League. Just going to go ahead and see if we won anything else. Gary Sanchez Gold Glove. No Silver Sluggers. Yeah, we probably would have got an email. That does kind of make a little bit of sense. But I'm going to go ahead and simulate the rest of the postseason. See who ends up winning. And see where everyone ended up stats-wise. The Indians have defeated the Cubs. That's okay, I guess. So looking at Ohtani's stats, or his attributes seem to be progressing in the right direction. His potential is pretty high, so he's already at a 92 overall after 1 year. At 23 years old. Hits per 9 goes up 2, +2, +5. Control went up +4. Even his defensive stats went up. Let's look at his attribute, or his stats. He ended up going 15-7. Wasn't a great year for the Yankees. 193 innings pitched. That's pretty solid. Only 47 walks in that time. 203 strikeouts, a 3.02 ERA, 1.21 WHIP. 33 games, and I believe 20-something decisions. All starred. 682 win percentage is pretty solid. No complete games, which is, I guess that's stamina and whatnot. 180 hits, 188 hits allowed. 20 home runs in Yankee Stadium, could be a lot worse. 65 earned runs. 4.9 WAR is not that's pretty solid for a rookie. 9.43 RA. I think the walks per 9 went up a little bit, 2.18. Actually, it might be exactly what it was through the break. FIP at 3.03. These are pretty damn good numbers for a kid who's only 23 years old. But now we're going to see what this guy's capable of doing on the other side. All right, so here we go. We got Ohtani in the other side. Now he's a DH and left fielder for the most part. I've got him DHing when he can. When there's no DH, he's playing left field. Batting third. Let's once again look at his stats. Like I said, 64-75 contact, 80-72 power, 45 vision. Not a very good defensive player, good arm and decent speed. Let's see what he can do in the outfield. I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple hacks with him in spring training before we jump into the regular season. So here in Ohtani's first at bat, it just hit me that if this card makes its way to the major leagues by MLB 18, this card's gonna be very annoying, as it's gonna be a pitcher who is actually capable of hitting. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see when that time comes, but I can already sense he's going to be in a lot of people's rotation just because of the fact that, one, he's got very high velo, but he's got very low vision and very low control, but he can hit. Now, don't let me in that last at-bat fool you into thinking this guy can't hit. It's most likely it's me that can't hit. The truth is I'm actually I suck for lack of a better word. But we're gonna get a pitch with Ohtani. Let's see if we can drive this pitch, and we're gonna drive that into a gap. 74 speed out there. Thought about maybe trying. No, yeah, absolutely no shot. But a nice little double from Ohtani after hitting back-to-back home runs. All right, I think he's got also pretty good stealing. So we're gonna go ahead and try to swipe one and see if he. What the stealing looks like for him. Oh, that is a terrible jump. He's just absolutely hosed. Yeah, 110%. I expected a little better. So we're finally at the regular season. We're going to go ahead once again, simulate to the All-Star break. We didn't have as much success with Ohtani pitching. Let's see if, as a position player, he'll fare a little bit better. Let's just go ahead and simulate and see where the Yankees are at. So it has been kind of a rough season for Ohtani. Negative WAR at -0.5, 220 batting average through 355 plate appearances, 15 home runs at the break, which isn't too bad, 15 stolen bases and 48 RBIs, but it is not looking that good. That average to OBP is not too bad. But yeah, that's really, really low. However, the Yankees are doing a lot better than in the previous simulation, so maybe they don't need him in the rotation. Maybe, I don't know. 51 and 37 at the break. We did have Aaron Judge make the All-Star, or excuse me, the Home Run Derby. Michael Pineda is a pitcher for the All-Star team, and Gary Sanchez is the starting catcher. Our team is looking good overall, but players individually not as good. But that's all right. We're going to go ahead and simulate the remaining whatever's left of the season, see if we can do a little better, continue making our push towards the playoff, and see if Ohtani can bring a championship to New York. It's been a while. So here we are. There it is. We have finished 92 and 70. We've made it to the postseason as a wild card team playing against the Mariners in the first round. So there it is. The season is over. We ended up 95 and 67. Haven't simulated into the postseason. Want to see where we end up and where everyone's at. 95 and 67 with a 10-game lead over the Red Sox, who may have clinched the wild card most likely. But anyways, let's see where our guys ended up. Let's look at the league leaders, see if we got anyone who did a little bit better. Maybe not. Doesn't look like it. I think Ohtani might end up top in at bats, pretty high up, 657. Batting average went up to 234. WAR at 1.3. 35 home runs and 87 RBIs with 33 stolen bags isn't too bad. The only concern, of course, is that batting average is pretty low. But everything else, pretty good numbers for a leadoff hitter. Actually, pretty damn impressive numbers for a leadoff hitter. If he were purely a DH, his defense probably held him back a little bit. 47 fielding. I don't know how accurate that is or how that's going to be. But he ended up cold to end the season. But he ended up going up from an 86 to a 91 in just his first year. Let's go look at some of the award winners, see if we got anything. MVP, Nelson Cruz. Joey Votto. Let's just look at American League. Cy Young, Kluber. Okay, I said just American League. Batting title, Jose Ramirez. Reliever of the year, Craig Kimbrell. Rookie of the year goes to Aaron Judge. Ohtani came in third. Aaron Judge beat him in every single category. No one else. Let's see, Greg Bird came in second, Sanchez first in a Gold Glove. I'm still baffled by that, to be honest. That's two simulations in a row now. Gold Glove, Aaron Judge came in second. Silver Slugger, Ohtani came in third for the DH spot. Gary Sanchez won a Silver Slugger. That might be all of it. So now we're just going to simulate the postseason. Alright, there it is. We are going into the playoffs. The ALDS is going to be versus the Houston Astros in a best-of-5 series. We've got home field, so let's try to keep it. Game 1, a close game, 8-7. Montgomery comes away with the win. Game 2 is another W. We need one more win. And as long as we don't get reverse sweep, there it is. And we're going to go ahead and be taking on the Cleveland Indians. Ohtani once again struggling a little bit through 19 at-bats. He's only batting .211. He's still got another series to turn it around. Let's see if he can finally do so. But here we go, the Cleveland Indians in the championship series. CC Sabathia versus Corey Kluber. This might be his first start of the postseason. It's going to end up a 6-5 win. Another one for Jordan Montgomery's first win. That is huge. Second game, another win. We are going into game 3. 3 games in Cleveland. Or actually, no, those are our home games. We don't have the home field advantage. 3 games at home. We just need one more win. And now that I think about it, I think we didn't have home field versus Houston. I don't even know anymore. Never mind. Sim through that. There's a loss. Another game, another loss. And now 2 games. We need to win 1. And it's going to go to a game 7 after winning 3 in a row. Please don't be 2004 all over again. And it's not going to be 2004 again. So we're going into the World Series. We'll be taking on the Washington Nationals. Alright, so through 2 series into the playoffs, it's a little confusing. 50 at-bats, only a 200 batting average, but he's got 5 home runs and 9 RBIs, which is pretty impressive. That's not too bad. And now we're going into the World Series. Let's see if that can carry over. You can maybe boost up the average a little bit, but like I said, everything but the batting average is pretty decent. The power numbers are there. Let's finish it off, Ohtani. Bring a championship back to New York. Matsui style. All right, but here we go. World Series. Game 1. Scherzer versus Tanaka. Or Masahiro Tanaka. Or Tanaka Masahiro. 1.04 ERA versus 1.21. We need to take this game 1, and we're not going to. Strasburg versus Sonny Gray in game 2. There is a big W. Game 3. Another huge win. And we're up 2-1. Oh my god, it's tied 2-2. CC Sabathia taking a loss. Game 5, a W for the Yankees. Please don't let this get to a Game 7. This is going to be absolutely crucial. Game 6, we can win the World Series right here. Tanaka versus Strasburg. And we lose. So it's all going to come down to this. Sonny Gray versus Gio Gonzalez. You look at those numbers and you think to yourself, Sonny Gray has to come away with this W. He's been pitching great. 1.89 ERA versus 4.91. Here it is. Let me know down in the comment section what you think is going to happen. Do the Yankees win the World Series, or do the Washington Nationals win the 2017 World Series? Although we know the Houston Astros win. And there it is. The Yankees have won the World Series. We end up winning. Congratulations. 95-67 season. And Ohtani helped us win a World Series. There isn't much to say about that. Although he didn't have the best batting average, he led us to a World Series. And the playoff MVP, Starlin Castro, Aaron Judge had something else. I think postseason MVP with 5 home runs. Even though Ohtani had 5 home runs early into it. Let's just go ahead and see the final results. Aaron Judge 20 hits in the postseason. That is quite a lot. 76 at-bats for Ohtani. Brought it up a little bit to 211 batting average. Like I said, 8 home runs. The power is there. 14 RBI, 1 stolen base. Slugging and OPS not good, pretty good compared to his batting average. For some reason, he had a really low batting average, but he helped us win a World Series. Guys, that's going to be it for this simulation. Hope you guys did enjoy. Really, really excited to see this kid play in the major leagues. I know he's probably not going to be as dominant as he was in Japan. For the most part, you can say that that's usually the case. I don't think it's not that I don't think. There's no debate. The MLB is the most competitive baseball league in the universe, the multiverse, whatever you want to call it. I don't care what parallel universe you're from. The MLB is the most competitive league there is. Of course, Japan also very competitive, but it's going to be a little bit different for him. Really, kind of, I actually would like to see him play in the Bronx. Although I know there's some other teams that he's shown interest in as well. If you guys have any other ideas for simulations, let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And that's gonna be it for me, guys. Yeah, love you guys and peace.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
I sip the Dom P, watching.